Society heavily pushes the idea that our physical peak happens in our teens and 20s. We are often taught to treat this early, youthful beauty as the final, finished masterpiece of our physical appearance. This worldview frames aging as a tragedy. We often panic as initial charm fades, sometimes going to extreme lengths to stall the clock and maintain expressions of perpetual surprise. The author Roger Rosenblatt spent 62 years observing his wife, Ginny, grow older, and he arrived at a different conclusion. Watching her at 85, he describes those youthful good looks as the first draft of a great work of art. It is common to see men grow sullen or withdrawn as the decades pass, yet there is a specific demographic of older women who seem to do the opposite, expanding outward and transforming into what Rosenblatt calls winking lights in the universe. Why do these women command more moxie, more confidence, and more raw charisma at 85 than they ever did when they were young? The differentiator between those who fade away and those who glow in the dark is a highly specific psychological trait: fierce hope. This trait keeps them relentlessly engaged with the world around them. Over a lifetime, that constant engagement physically alters them, turning their appearance into a brilliant, visible record of their lived experience. You can see this forward momentum in Ginny's daily life. She belongs to a close-knit group of friends who call themselves the Morning Glories. They begin every single day firing off texts about global politics, current events, and their families. They treat the later stages of life as a vibrant beginning. You see the same trajectory in the professional realm. As a young reporter, Katharine Graham was so shy she would actually hide under her desk in the newsroom. Over time, she evolved into a highly principled empire builder. Leading the Washington Post, she commanded enormous power and protected the paper's independence. This kind of quiet, unshakable authority grows from decades of sorrow and joy. It is a presence earned through time. The poet Rita Dove followed a similar path. Her early work was full of innocent, lyrical wonder. Decades later, she evolved into a sharp, witty voice who knows exactly who she is and what she sees. It's a quiet self-assurance that feels like watching a master conductor in total command of every single instrument on the stage. Then there is Arlene Alda. She started her adult life playing clarinet in the Houston Symphony, expanding her world over the years to become a teacher, a mother, and an author. Now at 93, she is still accelerating. She spends her days taking photographs, painting, playing chess, and practicing classical piano for 2 hours every day. This is the engine of fierce hope. When these women look at problems, whether it's a struggle in their own families or a crisis in the country, they step forward and ask, what can be made better? We spend enormous amounts of energy treating the physical markers of age as errors that need to be erased. The blue veins in the hands, the stark white hair, and the folds in the neck represent delicate, intentional pathways carved by time. These details act as a visual dismissal of the superficial. They provide physical proof that a long, rich life of experience has finally assumed its outward appearance. The true beauty of growing older is seeing the mind completely drawn upon the face. To take someone's breath away at 85, you must move past the draft you were handed in your youth. You have to spend a lifetime building a character of profound thought and fierce hope.